Hello and welcome back to the A.M.I.R YouTube channel. Today's question, Democratic Socialism, what is it? The Democratic Socialists of America, or DSA, was formed in 1982. The DSA is the largest socialist organization in the United States. It describes itself as a political and activist organization rather than just a formal political party. Its members will often run on the Democratic ticket or as independents. The most well-known Democratic Socialist in the United States is Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. He sought the Democratic Party's presidential nomination in 2016 and 2020. He is viewed as one of the main leaders of the American progressive movement. But the question still remains, what is democratic socialism? Here's a segment from NBC News that may help explain it.
So let's talk about what democratic socialism really is. Democratic socialists call for government to enact some socialist ideas through the democratic process. That means everybody can vote on whether the policies are a good idea or not. In many countries, democratic socialists work alongside other parties in broad coalitions. The goal of democratic socialists is to control prices of certain essential services. Think medicine and education, but not everything. It's all in an effort to reduce economic inequality and allow everyone in society to not just survive, but to have the ability to enjoy life, a concept they call bread and roses. Sure, the term democratic socialism has only come to the forefront in recent years. But if you think democratic socialism is too far off for American culture, well, then you should think again. Ready for this? Social Security. That is a pension system run by the government. Medicaid, Medicare, government-run medical services. Even the Amtrak that you might take is a government-owned transportation system. All of these are examples of democratic socialism already in action here in the United States of America. So when you see people on TV shouting about us becoming a socialist country, put that in the corner and just start defining what is democratic socialism, because there's a chance things that you're already having in your daily life and you really like, they're part of democratic socialism.
In 2016, Bernie Sanders himself defined democratic socialism in this clip.
So let me take this opportunity to define for you, simply and straightforwardly, what democratic socialism means to me. It means building on what Franklin Delano Roosevelt said when he fought for guaranteed economic rights for all Americans. And it builds on what Martin Luther King Jr. said in 1968 when he stated, and I quote, "This country has socialism for the rich and rugged individualism for the poor," end of quote. My view of democratic socialism builds on the success of many other countries around the world who have done a far better job than we have in protecting the needs of their working families, their elderly citizens, their children, their sick, and their poor. Democratic socialism means that we must reform a political system which is corrupt, that we must create an economy that works for all, not just the very wealthy.
At the time of this recording, the New York City mayoral candidate and self-declared Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani is leading the polls and may be the next mayor of New York City, and by the time this segment actually releases, he may have already been declared mayor. With an election to America's largest population and New York City being the financial hub of the United States, this election may be the most significant political election that the United States has had in terms of how politics can shift the narrative of giving a voice to the American people.
As we stand on the precipice of taking this city back from corrupt politicians and the billionaires that fund them, Let our words ring out so loud tonight that Andrew Cuomo can hear them in his $8,000 a month apartment. Let them ring so loud so that he can hear us even if he's in Westchester this evening. Let them ring so loud that his puppet master in the White House hears us. New York is not for sale.
Abraham Lincoln described democracy as a government of the people, by the people, for the people. But many Americans have not felt that their voices have been heard with the ruling elites and millionaires in the Democratic and Republican parties for decades. Will democratic socialism interrupt and reform the American political framework, where the rich and the powerful are elected and then use their elections to mix private wealth and political power? Can democratic socialism be the political reform to return democratic power back to the American people? Only time's going to tell. I have added all the links from this video in the description below so that you can go back to these YouTube channels and watch their original content. Thank you for watching and taking time, and please subscribe to this channel and share it with others in order to get the latest uploads on the geopolitical landscape that our mainstream media chooses not to cover. See you next time. Thank you again for watching. Have a blessed day.